All right, so let's get started. This is the inflatable tulip. So first what we're going to do is going to grab our square here, and the first fold that we're going to make, it's going to be right along the diagonal here. And what we're just going to do is fold that down and try and match the corners as best you can. And just like that. And you're going to want to make sure that these creases are nice and crisp. That's going to be really important later on to help us make this model look really good. So I'm just going to do that there. And the next thing we're going to do is to unfold that. And now what we're going to do is just rotate it about a quarter turn and just do the same fold on the other, between the other two corners of the paper right there. So I'm going to fold that down. And again, make sure that's a really good crease. I like to use my fingernail to make the crease really good. You'll see that there in a second, just like that. And there you go. So you've got your two diagonal folds down. So unfold that again. And now what we're going to do is just make sure that that's good and flip it over. So it's really important that you do that. It's going to help a lot later when we kind of fold it all together. So the next fold we're going to make is just edge to edge. Just fold the paper in half again like that. And just line it up real good. All right, there we go. Looks like I got it. And give that a nice good crease. All right. Okay, so this is going to be a fun part here once we unfold that. Now, if you folded your paper really well, made your creases hard, you're going to notice that if you push into the middle, I flipped it over there. Once you push it in the middle, you'll see that it kind of pops out, and that's what we want. That's going to help us fold this paper down into sort of like a triangle shape. You'll see me do it here. And we're really just following along the creases that we made. And so it's really important that you do all those in the right direction, because that's going to help you make that really nice and smooth fold just down into sort of like an accordion. And I'm going to do it again here. So you can see that, and feel free to pause the video, slow it down so you can see how that all works. It's not too bad if you do the folds right, then it's not bad at all. So once we're going to do that, we're going to take just one corner and fold it up. We want the point of the corner to meet the very top of the triangle, just like that. And then we're going to do that again on the other side. And just getting that close as possible. I want it to make it nice and clean. There we go. All right, so we've got our two corners folded up. Now we're going to flip it over in just a second here. And there we go. All right, looks good. And we're going to do the same thing on the back side. And you just want to line that up as close as possible. I want to make nice clean folds here. All right, looks good. And the other side again. So I'm kind of rotating the paper side to side just to get a little bit better angle when I make the fold. And it's fine to do that as long as you make sure that you have the right orientation at the end. And so I'm going to keep my folded tips. Those are going to be up at the top. And it's really important that you keep them up at the top. And so what I'm going to do is just take one flap and fold it over. And you're going to see like that. I'm going to turn it over and do it again on the back. All right, so we're almost done. We just got a couple more steps, and then it's going to be looking real good. So if you'll notice on the top, there are going to be these little slots in between the flaps right there. I'm going to try and open that up for you so you can see. So we want those to be on top. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of those and fold it a little bit past the center. So there's going to be a little bit of an overlap here in a second, and you'll see that. But I'm just making that a really nice fold, and it's going to go, again, it's going to go past the center, and we're going to do that on the other side too. And so here you'll see that they overlap just a little bit, and we want that because, like I showed you earlier with the pockets, what we're going to do is put the end of one flap into the pocket of the other. So I'm just going to open that up. And And best as I can, just kind of slide in that other pocket. And so this is going to keep the flower held together and make it so that it doesn't just fall apart once we blow it up. So I'm just trying to get that here. Hold on. And you might have to try a couple times. I mean, nobody's perfect. So looks like I got it. Looks pretty good there, if I do say so. So yeah, that's pretty much what you're looking for. And with that, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to flip it over here and fold in. Again, make sure that you've got the pocket on top. And just fold it down. And it's a little bit easier to match the edge kind of with the same distance that you folded behind too, and you'll see those match up. So it's good to do that. And then on the other side, we'll just overlap that right here. Okay, making these really nice creases with my fingernail, and you can use any tool or anything like that. If that helps you, go ahead and do that. So now again, I'm going to open the pocket and just put that flap inside the pocket. Hopefully this one will go a little bit easier. Right. Okay, looks like we got that without much trouble. Okay. And all right, so now we basically got our tulip bud. Now we need to make this into a flower. So what we're going to do is at the bottom, there's going to be a little hole, and it's kind of hard to see, but you'll see it there. And what I'm going to do is blow a lot of air into it really fast. I'm going to try and inflate that. And it takes a couple of tries to get. It's really hard. Let's see if I can do that. So, okay. All right, it looks like it's opening up a little bit. So I'm just going to try and give a little bit of help there. Maybe blow it in a couple times. All right, so just make it... It's going to look almost like a little pyramid. And so then what you do is you're going to help the flower bloom, you're going to peel back the petals. And I'm kind of doing this off camera here. I'll bring it back in a sec. But there we go. So you're going to actually peel those back, and it's going to look real nice. You've got your inflated part, and you're going to pull the petals back just like this. All right, looks good. And just one more. And then you're just about done. So, yeah, like I said, inflating the tulip is the hardest part. So it might take a couple of tries, a couple of attempts to get that all blown up and inflated, but once you do, it's really simple from there, and there you have it. And that's the finished tulip. Looks pretty good.